The Trig Trio!
Welcome to our tour bus. This is where we spend most of our time.
After our latest album release, we decided to go on the Trig Tour, and here are some of our signed albums.
So after the release of your album, The Cosign of the Moon, it launched your career to crazy new heights. What do you contribute your success to?
Well, most people think music comes from the soul or something, but what makes our music unique? It's those trig graphs.
Oh yeah, Trig is life. We spend our jam sessions making trig graphs.
Using trig graphs gives us a new perspective on our music. It helps us graph the audio waves and get those sick vibes.
So what's been your favorite part of the Trig Tour?
The trig graphs, of course.
Probably the graphs.
The trig graphs, of course. Nothing beats a good graph.
Do your fans share the same passion for trig graphs?
More or less. We've had a few incidents.
Can I have your autograph? Can I have your
Sorry,
autograph? Oh my
guys.
gosh.
I love my fans, but I love trig graphs more.
No!
Peyton, sign my album cover.
I'm graphing. Do you not see this? Oh my god.
So, how do you feel about trig graphs?
I hate them. I don't know why this band likes them so much.
What did you just say?
So trig graphs are used in music, but do they have any other uses?
Yeah, totally. They're not just used in acoustics. They're used in hospitals, chemistry, engineering, physics. Trig graphs are all around us.
So we've heard rumors about these epic rock star parties you've been invited to. Tell me about them.
Yeah, we've been invited to a few. We went to David Bowie's party, but we decided to leave early.
Why?
Well, doing the graph of cotangent is just more appealing.
So could you tell us more about these amazing things you've been talking about?
Totally. Alright, so with the parent function of y equals sine x, we will have an amplitude of 1, so our graph can go up 1 or negative 1. So if we look at our unit circle, we'll go to 0, and we'll see that our sine is 0. So that's where we plot our 0, 0. And next we'll go to pi over 2, which is up here, and we find the sine, which is 1. So we go to our graph and plot 1. And next we go to pi, and the sine is 0 again, so we go back to 0, and 3 pi over 2, our sine is negative 1. So we go all the way down to negative 1. And one whole revolution goes to 2 pi, where our sine will be 0. So we plot that, and once you have your 5 points, you can draw your line. And that's our parent function. So our domain will be all real numbers because our graph will go on forever. So we have domain equals all reals. And next we'll get our range. And since our amplitude was 1, we are in between these two lines. So it is in between negative 1 and 1. So we will have negative 1 and 1 as our range.
What's up, guys? My name's Stevie Stank, and I'm the manager of this freaking Trig Trio. When the trio just started out, I had this other wicked talented client named Hipparchus, hip-hop artist. Yeah, I had him. He invented these wild things called trigonometry graphs, which had sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant, and cotangent. I didn't really understand what that meant, but he was confident, so I rolled with it. He seemed like a great fit with the Trig Trio and a major heartthrob to the fans. I miss that guy. He lived from 190 BC to 120 BC. He was born in Greece. Isn't that wild? Nike of Greece. He was really interested in astronomy, stars and stuff, as well as music. He actually loved the stars so much that he discovered the nova. Again, not really sure what that is, but it sounded sick, so I named a band after it. He told me that he calculated these orbits taken around the sun and the freaking moon. Then he compared their distance from the Earth. However, what he was really passionate about was trigonometry. He said that he made this table of chords, kind of like what I do in music, and then he used some big words like supplementary angle theory, half-angle forms, and linear interpolation. I don't know a lot about math, but boy do I know stars, and he was one of them. Hipparchus revolutionized the music industry, as well as the math world. Super grateful for him. RIP. Here he is now.